Alrighty, we have a switch here that's in the wall without a box behind it. So we're going to turn our light on. Alrighty, so we're going to disconnect the switch here. We've got some wire in here. And they used a three-way switch instead of a single pole switch, which is okay. It's not a safety issue, but it's not the right type of switch. As you can see, there's no box in here. It's just an open hole. So we're going to put a wire mold box up here. So we'll open up our hole in the back here. Like that. Okay, we'll put a plastic push-in Romex connector into the back of this box here so that the wires doesn't push against the metal and chafe, which could open up and create a short. Now this wire is cloth on the outside and vinyl on the inside. So I'm going to say it's probably about 30 years old, and it's not in bad shape, so we don't have to worry about replacing it. It's vinyl coated. It wants to go in really hard, but you know what? You just fight it until it goes in, that's all. There it goes. There we go. Now we can turn it so we can get our screws. We're going to screw into here and into here. So we're going to get our box to screw into the wall here. Make sure it's nice and straight here. There we go, I get nice and straight here like that. See which one is live. Oh. We have the black wire live coming to it. Usually you hook it up with the black feed wire to the white switch wire. So I'll just rip gently down the middle here. There's our ground wire. Okay, so we put our box on here for our light switch. Here in the country I was born in, all devices must be in a box. Splices, devices like switches and outlets. Yeah, make sure I'm in the track on both sides, and we'll just make sure our box is nice and tight here. So this is our bare ground wire. We're going to install a nice, good quality Eaton light switch. Strip our wires with our 14 gauge hole. Here in the country I was born in, down is off, up is on. If you put your switch in upside down, it would say no. So we're going to put our ground wire around our green screw. And put your wire around the screw the direction your screw turns. Now, since this is a single pole switch, it doesn't matter which one we put the black and white on. So we'll put our white wire down here on the bottom. Make sure we don't get our insulation caught under the pressure plate. We'll get our black wire. Get it under the pressure plate like that. Put it on the bottom. You can put 2 wires under one pressure plate. Now when you have regular screw terminals, you can only put 1 wire under each terminal. Okay, there we go. We have our switch hooked up the way it should be according to the code, and now we can fold our wires to go into our box. Ground wires down away from everything. It's not going to touch anything. Get it centered here, so when we put our cover on, it looks nice and straight. Make sure our ground wire is down away from everything here. Let's push it down some here. I like to make sure it stays away from everything. I'll push it all the way over out of the way. Over here, we get it, push it over here. Okay, now it's nice and far away from everything. And we'll just put our cover on. And now our switch is installed according to code. Peace. Thanks for watching.